How you doing, my friends? Jovenshire here, and Blizzcon happened this weekend, and it left a lot of salty fans. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We got some news happening at your faces today. You were getting my thoughts and opinions on Diablo Immortal and why exactly everyone is complaining about this. Now, first of all, I'm the Jovenshire. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, because if you like this video, I guarantee that you will like the other videos. And if you are offended by this video, that means you're probably easily offended, and you know, you might be a little entitled, and that's not a bad thing. It's kind of a bad thing, but we'll get to that in a second. That's right. BlizzCon did happen this weekend, and I will be the first to say I didn't really play a lot of WoW. I never got into StarCraft. Diablo didn't really hit me hard. I did like Hearthstone. Hearthstone's fun. Overwatch is great. I'm not the biggest Blizzard fan. Not that they don't produce amazing games or amazing experiences. It's just not something that I never really got fully into. But I do pay attention, and I do like to hear all the news that comes from it. And I was really surprised by the backlash that Blizzard got from their announcement of Diablo Immortal. And as you can tell by that flub, I don't edit my videos because I just like to talk to you guys. I want you to know what is actually up here in my head, and that you're just getting all the thoughts and opinions, and then we can talk about it in the comments below. Now, getting back to the topic, during the opening announcements of BlizzCon, Blizzard came out and like, hey guys, you want a new Diablo? And the crowd goes wild. And then like, here it is on mobile. The biggest kind of joke you'd ever really expect from a gaming convention. It happened. And a lot of people were very upset that the next Diablo game was going to be on mobile. And rightfully so. When you say that sentence out loud, I can understand some people being upset about that. Now I want to talk about exactly why they're upset. Now, they've been waiting. I believe Diablo 3 came out 6 years ago. Blizzard had said, hey, we're working on another Diablo. It's going to happen. And then all of a sudden, the big announcement comes, and then it's on mobile. And first of all, there's always going to be the PC elite, especially against mobile gaming. There's a lot of people that just don't see mobile gaming as gaming itself. And a lot of fans were very angry that the next Diablo was coming to mobile. And during a Q&A, a fan even asked if there was going to be a version of it on PC. When the guy said no, the audience audibly booed. How unfortunate. Now, where things kind of take a bad turn, or where things get a little bit worse for Blizzard, is that they've been trying very hard to delete that clip from the internet. They've been deleting a lot of comments that have been popping up on the announcement trailer. There are, I believe it's over 1 million views on the announcement trailer for the new Diablo mobile game, and over 250,000 dislikes. That number might be a little off, but there are a lot of dislikes on there. Just the core fan base wasn't happy. Now, the reason they aren't happy is because, again, like I mentioned, they were waiting for so long for this game. And I was like, why? What's wrong with this? I am a PC gamer, a console gamer, but I also play games on my Android phone. Because it's like, why not? It's there. It's how a lot of people play video games. I was like, why are people so upset about this? And honestly, there's not really a good reason. It's just that they expected to have something on PC, and then they think it's like a slap in the face. I keep seeing Diablo fans didn't ask for this. You don't get what you ask for. That's not how life works. Sorry. And it's not. Like, people like with the solo movie, it's like nobody asked for a solo movie. It's like you don't ask for it, and then all of a sudden you get a movie. You don't ask for it, and all of a sudden you get a game. There's companies that need to make the right decisions that will then create the experience that they think that you'd want/need. Now, I do admit that if this game comes out and it's just a money-hungry microtransaction machine, then that's very bad. I don't want to see any AAA publisher just making games just to make money. And I think the big difference between Blizzard and, let's say, EA, with the EA Battlefront 2 fiasco, is that with Battlefront 2, they didn't need to add microtransactions. They didn't need to do that, and you would have had still an amazing gaming experience, and you're also charging for the $60 to $80 game anyways. versus this mobile game, which will be most likely a free-to-play game, and then yes, there will probably be microtransactions involved. There's two thought processes that Blizzard could be having in this experience. They could be having both of them or just one of them. Now, with mobile gaming, it is a billion-dollar industry. Any company would be extremely stupid not to jump into that field because there is a lot of money to be made. Now, I will be the first person to say that a company should not let their marketing team lead the way. It's a sales team or a team that is using the money outcome should not be running a company. I think the creative and the product team should be leading the company. I think that a good product needs to come first and then learn how to sell that. So if the Blizzard team is like, hey, we need to make a mobile game because that's what makes a lot of money, and that's the main reason to do it, then that's not okay. It's 100% not okay. But if it's what Blizzard says, Blizzard actually said in a Polygon interview that the reason that they went in this direction is because there is a huge number of people that their phone is their main gaming platform. And as gamers, as a society, we just need to be okay with that fact that is a console right now. It's not a console, but like that is a major platform where people play video games. It's just what happens. And so they want to make sure that they aren't losing out on an audience that is only playing games on mobile. For example, I will probably play the mobile game only because I never got into the other Diablo games. I do want to play Diablo 3 on the Switch because I think the Switch is a great system and great for on the go and pick up and play gaming. So they are making moves to expand their audience, and no one should be upset that that's a decision that a game company should make. Now, the only reason you should be upset is if they're like, hey, we aren't giving you a Diablo 4, we're just giving you a mobile game. Which, that is not the case. Blizzard has said time and time again that there is a dedicated team working on the next Diablo game, and in the meantime, here's this other Diablo spinoff. Now, again, comparing EA to Blizzard, at least Blizzard has a team working on the next thing that everybody wants, versus what EA did was like, hey, here's the game that everybody wants, but we're going to cover it in microtransactions. That's the major difference. So at the end of the day, the only reason why people are upset is because they feel entitled that they deserve Diablo 4 and not a mobile game. That's just silly in my opinion. It's upsetting to me to hear that just... This goes into a deeper thing where these strong fan bases, I think, are ruining a lot of franchises. Oh, dogs are barking. I think okay, there's someone at the door. But anyways. And like when we look at Star Wars, the Star Wars fan base has become toxic. When you look at the now this, where it's like, we want something particular and we hate anything else that's not happening. Look at Elder Scrolls and Bethesda. They announced at E3 that, hey, they are working on the next Elder Scrolls game. But in the meantime, here's this mobile game that's coming out. I think it's like Elder Scrolls Swords or something. I played it. It's fun. It's a cool scroll. I think the Diablo game is going to be a much more in-depth version of a game versus the Elder Scrolls thing. But hey, that's what Bethesda did. And again, I think it's the same thing. It's just a matter of like, hey, the big game that you want, it's coming. But in the meantime, here's this mobile game. Well, there you go. Okay, so there was one small edit because my dog's barking. Anyways, so what I'm saying here is at the end of the day that there's just not a reason to complain when you know that there is the game that you want that's coming out. But like Blizzard does, they are taking their time to perfect it. That's my thought and opinion on it. Now you guys are more up to date on why people were complaining about this new Diablo game on mobile, which in fact I think it's so funny because there were other great announcements at BlizzCon with a remastered version of World of Warcraft. The new hero for Overwatch was announced. There's just so much, but people wanted to harp on the negative because it's not what they asked for. Don't be that kind of fan. Just be appreciative of what you got. But I want to come to you guys now. Are you offended by the fact that Diablo is coming out with a mobile game? Or are you okay with this little placeholder until you get the main title? Wait a second, here's what I'm thinking. Here is what I'm thinking. I bet, because we know that the new consoles are coming. The next wave of consoles is coming. I wonder, do you think that next year at E3, I'm calling it now, they're going to announce the new PlayStation, maybe even the new Xbox. Do you think that Diablo 4 will be a launch title on one of those platforms? That could be a thing. That might be why they're waiting for the next big announcement. But that's for next year. We'll find out then. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video today. As I've said before, I'm trying to get more and more videos out there so that you can hear the news about gaming, superheroes, movies, comics, TV shows, all that fun geek culture stuff all here in one place without a lot of editing. Just me talking to you and you talking to me in the comments below. So let's do it down there in the comment section. Thank you so much. And again, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and hit notifications, because why not? That'd be a wonderful thing. And until the next time, guys, I'll see you later.